How are y'all doing on this Wednesday evening? It is good to see you. It is good to be with you. And I hope the rain hasn't caught up with you. We here are supposed to get rain measured in feet, not in inches. And so we are awaiting its arrival anytime. So hope you are doing okay, staying dry, all that good stuff. Happy Psalm and a song. Happy Wednesday. It's good to be with you. This is our next blessing. First I'm going to read to you. I want you to hear what is in the New Revised Translation, the one that we're most accustomed to hearing. It is, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy." Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. And now I want to read you what Eugene Peterson said here in the Message. This is Eugene Peterson's interpretation. You're blessed when you care. At the moment of being careful, F-U-L-L, you find yourselves cared for. You're blessed when you care. At the moment of being careful, you find yourselves cared for. Isn't that lovely? You know, and that's one of the reasons that I always tell folks, when you come to some passage, somewhere in that very complex book we call the Bible, and you have some difficulty, find another translation, another version of it, and see if that doesn't shed some light. Maybe it will muddy the water further, but it's something worth exploring, because if we stick to just one version, one translation, one idea, then we're kind of stuck with that. But if we can hear other ideas and other translations and the way that other people understand things, well, it kind of broadens our world, doesn't it? But I love Eugene Peterson's take on that, because there's a lot to be said about mercy and being merciful. But how wonderful that idea of when you are careful, then you can be cared for. Isn't that a beautiful thing, to be open to the world, to allow yourself to be cared for? They don't teach us that in school, do they? Our parents don't tend to teach us that. Parents tend to teach us that it's good to do things for others. It's good to care for others. It's good to look after one another. It's good to be the doer. And somehow the reverse is often taught, that it's not okay to be the receiver, that it's a sign of weakness to be the person that has to get that kind of care. To be cared for is a sign of weakness. I don't know where we get that. I can't imagine that my parents taught that to me any more than your parents taught it to you. But here we are, most of us nodding our heads going, yeah, that makes sense. But what a beautiful thought, that we are blessed when we are so full of care that we can allow ourselves to be cared for. At being open and vulnerable to other people, to letting them see us in our weakened state, to letting them feed us and look after us and take care of us. That's just not a state any of us are looking forward to in life, is it? I think I have been guilty in my life of saying, I sure hope when it comes my time to die, I die of an aneurysm or a sudden massive heart attack, and right there wherever I'm standing, it's just lights out and it's all gone. Because God forbid that I suffer, and God forbid that I suffer the humiliation of being cared for. That's what's always left unsaid in that. I think of so many people that I get to see and visit with that are shut in, that are in facilities, nursing homes, rehab facilities. Their whole life is being cared for now. And some of them are in a good mood, and most of them not so much. And I wonder if that won't be our lot too. Some of us will receive it well, and most of us not so much. And so in the midst of this is not a dreary Wednesday evening, but a hopeful one, because in the midst of this, we have this sermon from Jesus that said, "Blessed are those who are merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are those who are careful, and they shall be cared for." That is good news for us. That is good news for us. As always, upending the world as we know it, as we expect it, as we think it's going to play out, as we have always known it, the kingdom of God is not like that. So be careful, be care-filled. Worry about the world, I guess. Care about the world. Let's do that, not so much worry. Care about the world. Care about the people who are suffering out in the rain tonight, who are live in places that are prone to flooding, and who just know in their hearts that bad things are going to come from this night of storms and the storms that are to follow. And then do more than just pray over them or say we care about them, but let's find ways to help. Let's find ways to help. Be careful so we can be cared for. So on this here, lugging this little 12 string around, that's never quite in tune because that's a 12 string for you. Let's sing a little Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. One more time. Just do that first verse. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Stay safe. Let's watch out for one another. Peace, brothers and sisters. See you next week.